you ever stop to ask yourself the question, what does it mean to be enough? What does it really mean to be enough? How many times have you said, I'm not a good enough husband. I'm not a good enough father. I'm not a good enough employee. I don't make enough money. I'm not in good enough shape. And then we follow that up with, if I was enough, then maybe my wife would be more attracted to me. Or if I was enough, my kids would like me more. If I was enough, I would have more money. And then what ends up happening is we work to get to that, whatever that level was, whatever that enough was. Maybe it was a certain amount of money. Maybe you spend more time with your wife. Maybe you spend more time with your kids. Maybe you spend more time in the gym. And you get to what you said before was enough. And then now it's still not enough. You still feel empty. You still feel unloved. You still feel unappreciated. And then you set this other metric. Well, I'm just not enough. But if I get to this level, if I'm able to do this thing, and we just keep sitting there further and further and further, keep moving the goalposts more and more and more and more. What point in time do we end up stopping and just say, is enough? What truly is enough? When will I finally arrive? Because if you have ever said this in your life, you will know there's a never-ending journey. That's falling down a bottomless pit. There is never enough. You can never do enough, be enough, earn enough, ever. We keep repeating this lie over and over and over again to ourselves. I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I'm not a good enough husband, not a good enough father, not a good enough worker, not a good enough businessman. I don't make enough money. I'm not smart enough. I'm not strong enough. I don't have the right body. I weigh too. Like, it's always this continuous thing. And here's the crazy part. The more you say that, no matter how much more you work, you're still going to feel like you're not enough. You are establishing the belief inside yourself that you are not enough. Have you stopped to think, who told me I wasn't enough? Who said I wasn't enough? Who said my efforts weren't enough? Your boss? Was it your wife? Your kids? Community? Your church? Your friends? Like, did someone tell you you weren't enough? Not talking about skill level. There's a difference between intrinsically believing we're enough, that's self-worth, and then skill-based being enough. Now, some people can say your skills are not enough. They can objectively measure that. You need to be operating here, but you're actually operating right here. And what they do is they don't just stop and just say that you're just not enough. To close that gap, here's a training you need to do. Here's a book you need to read. Here's a therapy you need to go to. Here's a coach you need to attend. Here's the skills you need to use. They give you a way. When it comes to being outside of ourselves, being enough, there's some skill or strategy that can be put into place that objectively can get you from here to here. It can close that gap. But we're not talking about that. When we say we're not enough, we're not talking about closing the gap. We're not talking about our skills. Generally speaking, when the men that are saying this are very skilled and very good at what they do. They are great husbands. They are great fathers. They are great workers. They are great businessmen. They are great in their community. They have the receipts. The people around them will give you the receipts. I love my father. I love my husband. I love this guy as a worker, man. This guy's phenomenal. He's great. He's always upbeat, positive, always helping out, going the extra mile. It will literally give you receipts for why you're enough. But you still don't believe it. You still don't believe you're enough. You think, well, if I just do a little bit more, if I just give a little bit more, if I just try a little bit harder, then I'll be enough. Then I'll finally be enough. But you tried that already. You've been trying that your whole life. So you got more accolades. You got more degrees. You've made more money. You have the baddest chick. You give her everything. You have the phenomenal kids. You're there and you're present in their life. You're the best salesman. Great, you're phenomenal. You kill it across the board. In your mind, you've told yourself you're not enough. Somewhere along the line in your life, something happened. You got the message that you weren't enough. Maybe it's when you were a child. Maybe you had to then take care of your parents. And then that was how you got your accolades. Or maybe you had to overperform in order to get any type of attention for them because you were trying to get that love. Because ultimately what it is, I'm going to tell you right now, ultimately what it always boils down to, being enough, about being loved. I tell you, every single one of us as men, when it comes to being enough, it's about, have I finally done enough to be loved? Am I worthy of being loved now? Am I worthy of being appreciated and honored? Have I earned it? Wife, have I earned it? Am I supplied enough? Have I led good enough? Have I provided good enough? Have I protected good enough? Have I earned it? Am I worthy of love now? Your kids, am I worthy of love now? I've given you everything I possibly can. Am I worthy of love now? You're in your community. I've given everything, guys. I've sacrificed everything. I put myself on the back burner time and time and time again. Can someone please finally tell me that I'm worthy of love? That's what it boils down to. It's not, am I a good enough husband or am I a good enough father or I'm not good enough? What it really is I'm not, because we don't finish it out. I'm not a good enough husband to be loved. I'm not a good enough father to be loved. I'm not a good enough worker to be loved. Follow it all the way out. I don't might sound weak because we as men aren't supposed to need anything. We're not supposed to want anything. We're not supposed to need love. We're not supposed to want any of that, right? That's soft. That's female stuff. That's all that stuff, right? We're not supposed to want that. Real men don't want that. That's the lie we've been told, right? Isn't that the lie that society has told us? Man up, hold it all together. Don't want, don't need, don't share your needs or you want. Don't do that. That's not manly. Isn't that? But deep down, every single one of us, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you are. I don't care what culture you're from. I don't care what your religion is. Every single man, it boils down to one thing, and it's not respect. I'm so sick and tired of hearing guys say, oh, it's about respect. No, it's not. No, it's not. You already get respect. You go into the community, people respect you. Your peers respect you. The effort you put in, you already get respect. It's not about respect. It's about love. Am I worthy of love? Am I enough now to be loved? Have I worked hard enough? Have I performed hard enough? Have I given enough? Have I sacrificed myself enough to be loved? That's what it's about. And so we never think we're worthy of it. That's what I'm saying. This is not about external things. This is about intrinsic, inside, our value, our worth. A long time ago, somebody said to us, showed us, taught us, either verbally or non-verbally, that you have to earn love. As a man, you have to earn love. You're not good enough as you are. You have to earn it. You have to perform for it. You have to dance for it and work for it and run for it and do all these things and give for it and sacrifice yourself for it. That's the lie that's been taught to us across the world. I'm not just talking about here in America. Across the world, it's the same exact thing in every single culture. It doesn't matter. Deep down, that question of, am I enough, always comes back to, am I enough to be loved? Isn't that crazy? Just stop and think about that for a second. Isn't that crazy? Something that's supposed to be given freely, we feel we have to earn. And here's the paradox of the whole thing. This is the irony of it. You can't earn love. I'm going to say that one more time. You cannot earn love. Sir, that means all of your efforts, all the work you put in, all the long hours, all the sacrificing yourself will never get you what you truly desire, and that's to be loved and appreciated. It will never get you that, ever. And so for anyone who's thinking I'm advocating for just give up, just don't do anything. No, that's not what I'm saying. You heard what I said. The guys that I'm talking about right now, I'm not talking about the guys that aren't putting in effort. This is not for you. I'm talking about the guys that are truly putting in the effort. Because if you think you're not a good enough husband and you really aren't putting any effort into your relationship, you are not good enough husband. There's no external evidence to support that you are a good husband. If you just, I pay bills, if that's the extent of you being a good husband and you're not listening to your wife and learning how to communicate and spending time with her and engaging with her, then no, I'm sorry, you're not a good husband. You got work to do. I'm sorry. That's not what I'm talking about. We're talking about that self-worth, that love you have just for yourself, knowing that I am enough already, knowing that I don't have to work for love, knowing that if there's anybody in my life that is telling me I have to earn their love, and I don't care who it is, whether it's your wife or your kids or your parents or your friends, They don't need to be in your life. Or at least need to be corrected. You ought to go to therapy or something. But you cannot earn love. You cannot do that. It doesn't work that way. So this quest to be enough, seeking outside validation, and let me talk about outside validation for a second, because both me and you know it doesn't work. Both of us know it doesn't work. How many times has your wife said you're enough? How many times has she said she loves you? How many times has she said, I just want you? How many times your kids said, I just want you here, Dad. I just want to spend time with you. I don't need any more toys. I don't need to be going to any more activities. I just want you. How many times have our friends been like, bro, where have you been, man? We just want you around, bro. That's it. We just want you around. We just want to hang out with you. How many times your boss said, bro, you do phenomenal work. Why are you so hard on yourself? How many times have you heard things like that? How many times have you had people say, bro, you just slow down, bro. You're about to burn yourself out. You out here working 16-hour days all the time. When are you taking time for yourself? See, people have already validated you time and time again. But they're not the problem. The outside validation is not the problem. That's not what it is. The problem is you don't think you're worthy of the love. You don't think you're worthy of appreciation. You don't think you've done enough yet. You think you have to earn it. It doesn't work that way. It will never work that way. Ever, ever. There's nothing that you can do to earn true, real, unconditional love. Nothing. Anybody who truly honestly loves and cares about you and is giving you the unconditional love will never make you earn it. You will get it for free because you were born being enough. That was it. Think about babies. I want y'all to think about babies for a second, especially if you have children. When your baby came out the womb and you looked at your son and you looked at your daughter, did you say, I'm not going to love you until you can meet this bar? I'm not going to love you then. Did you ever even thought about saying something even remotely close to that? They come out the womb, the doctor's cleaning them up, and you're like, yeah, I'm not loving that thing until it does something for me, until it gets to some type of level. Of course you didn't. You stood there just like I stood there, eyes full of wonder. Some of you probably had tears of joy looking at your son or looking at your daughter back. Boy, I love that little man, or I love that little lady. Love her. That's my child. You gave them unconditional love. They didn't do a thing for it. Not one thing. Why? Why didn't you say they're not enough? Why didn't you say your son's not enough? Why? Why didn't you say that at that time? Because you know it's an infallible truth. They're already enough. They don't have to do anything to prove themselves to us to get the love we have for them. We give them that love regardless, good, bad, or indifferent. No matter what they do, no matter what their grades are, what trouble they get into, what accolades they get, I love you just the same. That's the same thing that you're worthy of. The same thing you give your child is the same thing you're worthy of as well. You don't gotta fight for it. Brother, you don't gotta fight for it anymore, man. You don't have to struggle anymore. You don't have to struggle in the dark anymore. Think you gotta be perfect. Think you can't make a mistake. Think every time you make a mistake, it's the end of the world. That you're the most horrible person ever. That you have to get it right all the time. You don't gotta do that. You don't gotta be perfect. You don't gotta go it alone. There's this lie that for me to be enough, I have to be able to handle everything in this world by myself. Jesus didn't handle everything in this world by himself. He had disciples. And even when he was going through it, he said, I'm not alone because the Father is with me. Even he didn't go through it by himself. So what makes you think you gotta go through it by yourself? What makes you think you're better than Jesus Christ? You're better than God? Who lied to us to make us think we are designed to take on all that pressure? The reason why men are taking their own lives because they feel I'm never going to be enough. I'm never going to be enough to earn something that was supposed to be given to me for free. That's the biggest lie we've been told. We have to work and earn love. It's the biggest lie. We got to go it alone and we can't be open and vulnerable. It's a lie. They lied to us. They lied to us to break us. They lied to us to break us so they can get to our women, they can get to our children. If you take out the man, you can take everybody else out. That's exactly what happens, and data backs it up every single time. This is no dig on single moms, but children coming from single mother homes do worse. They do worse. When the men are taken out of the picture, they do worse. Sir, this is not just about you, and you know this. This is bigger than you, and it's bigger than me. This is about the people in our care as well. Let me tell you something, sir. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you. People love you. What you're seeking for is already right there. It's already right there. It's in the hug you just got from your child this morning. It's in the kiss you got from your wife. In the message she just sent you. It's in the hand on your shoulder from your brother, from your friend, Battleborn. Says, bro, we got this. We're good. It's from the encouragement that your boss is giving you. Say, hey, listen, you don't got to go so hard, man. Hey, you can get help. We're here for you. You don't got to do it alone. It's there. It's the appreciation. Hey, man, I couldn't have made it without you. You really came through for me, bro. I appreciate you. You have no idea the words that you spoke to me, what they mean to me, man. I love you. I appreciate you. It's right there. It's in front of your face. It's already right there. All you have to do is open your eyes and receive what's already right there for you. That's all you got to do. Just open up your eyes and receive it. You don't got to work for it, man. You don't got to work for it. Stop telling yourself you're not enough to be loved. Just be honest and finish out the statement. Guys, we got to be honest and finish out the statement. I'm not a good enough husband to be loved. I'm not a good enough father to be loved. I'm not a good enough, I'm not a good enough whatever. You input it to be loved, to be appreciated, to be desired, to be wanted. Finish it out. But I'm telling you right now, you are enough. You were born enough. Before you saw this video, you were enough. Before you heard these words, you were enough. I challenge you to tell yourself that. When those thoughts come, tell yourself, I'm enough. I'm already worthy of love. I'm already enough. The love is there for me to partake in right now. Don't try to go it alone. Stop believing the lies of this world that to be a man, you have to not receive love. I've heard people say everyone gets love. The dog gets love, the kids get love, the wife get love, but the men don't get loved. That's because we're believing lies that we're not supposed to have it. Isn't that crazy? Think about this. It's crazy. We're desperately seeking to be loved, yet at the same time, we're engaging in behaviors that will make it so we don't get loved. Isolating ourselves, saying we don't need it, not making our needs known, striving. We're pulling ourselves back. The thing we want just out of reach by our own design. It's crazy. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I challenge you to look at your life. I guarantee you're going to find people who love you and care about you. Even your wife. I do couples. Let me say this real quick. Some people say, my wife doesn't love me. For one, have you made your needs known? First of all, have you made your needs known? Does she know how to love you? Do you know how you want to be loved? Have you made that known to her? Not just her, anybody in your life, right? I know I'm talking about relationships, but anybody. Have you made those needs known? Because what I find when I do couples counseling, it's not that the people don't love each other. They know how to communicate that love to one another. That's what I find. So you might have a wife, maybe you and her are always butting heads. I promise you it's not about love. That's about communication. I'm not going to go off a topic. The point I'm trying to make is if you look into your life, you're going to find people that love you unconditionally. Kids love you unconditionally. You don't got to do anything. Just be there. We talk about love languages and all that stuff like that, but I'm telling you right now, for children, they want your presence. Because guess what? A love language can't even be practiced if you're not there. Like you practice physical touch if you're not there. Acts of service if you're not there. Gifts if you're not there. And yeah, you can say words of affirmation, but that runs cold after a while if you're never there. Because words of affirmation are a whole lot better in person than over the phone or via text. Quality time, clearly, if you're not there, you can't get quality time. You just have to show up. If we're there, that's enough. We're enough. That's it. You just being who you are is enough. You don't got to put on. You don't got to earn it, anything like that. Anybody in your life who's trying to make you earn love, cut that person out of your life. Cut them out. Get them out of your life. You don't need to be there. I'm going to end with this. I know I didn't talk about any strategy or anything like that, and we'll get to that. We'll talk about strategies in other videos, but I just want to drive the point home that, sir, brother, you're enough. You are already enough. You're already worthy of love. See that for yourself as well. Love yourself as well. All your imperfections and all your faults and all the issues and everything you've been through. We all make mistakes. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Make mistakes. But mistakes doesn't have to define us. We're worthy of love regardless of our mistakes. Just like our kids are worthy of love regardless of our mistakes. Gotta love ourselves. Tell yourself and tell it yourself with conviction. I'm enough. I'm enough to be loved. I don't have to do anything else. I'm already worthy of love. I'm worthy of I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of appreciation. I'm worthy of that. I don't have to do anything to earn that. I am worthy of that. Ready. And get around people who will continue to pour into you just like you pour into them. All right, y'all. You're not alone. And these videos are with that. You're not alone. If you need help, reach out. We got links for consultation and coaching and therapy and all that. If you need help, reach out. Don't try to go it alone. You don't have to. You don't have to go it alone. Reach out. I'll take care.